Hey there, YouTube. I am back again with the second, what I don't usually partner, but it's the second part of the DVD update of stuff that I got through Power Movies. Power Movies, if I haven't mentioned this before, is an online seller here in TJ, who, like Movie Freak Bazaar, I buy my DVDs from, since I can't no longer go to flea markets as I used to. Thankfully, Power Movies and Movie Freak Bazaar are available to me, so that's where I buy all of my movies. So, unless I go to like the dollar store or something like that. So, still have a couple more blind buys and some movies that I got. So, let's get started. Picked up this one. It's a Western from the 70s, so it looks like it's going to be something really trippy. Sakuraya. Don't know about it. I know I haven't seen this one, but it's from the 70s, so it looks like it's going to be some really interesting, trippy Western movie. At least that's based on what the cover looks like. So, again, I don't know. I need to see it and comment on this, but I got Sakuraya. Picked up Clancy. Blind Buy. Another Blind Buy. I don't know anything about this one, but it seems to be like this girl that runs away. And she meets up with this. It's a religious movie with this war veteran, and I think someone is after the girl. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, pick that one up. Don't have much to say about it because I haven't seen it. Picked up Caught. This looks to be, and the reason why I bought it is it looks like it might be a black and white film noir. So I'm hoping it says from 1948, so it's definitely black and white. So yeah, I've mentioned this before. I like collecting older movies. I know a lot of people nowadays that don't like older movies. They think they're too boring, and especially if one of them is on black and white. They find black and white movies really boring, and I don't. I mean, to each their own. You know, if you don't like that type of movie, I'm not gonna judge you. But I personally do like going back. I've mentioned this before, and I know I'm rambling again, but some movies, not all of them, some movies do rely too much on CGI, and it looks fake to me. So I like going back to older movies when everything was a little bit more real. So yeah, that's why I like going back to this. And you know, every movie it's a small miracle. You know, from the writing process to getting it approved, to getting the money for the and fund the project, to you know, filming it, to editing, to actually releasing it. Good or bad, every movie is a small miracle, and I like watching movies, especially, you know, if a movie's good, that's even better. But if a movie's bad and I get some form of entertainment, then even better. And I have come across, of course, some real stinkers, but the worst thing a movie can do is be boring, and if a movie's boring, it totally failed at entertainment. But I'm hoping this is good. I really like visiting old movies, and this looks interesting. Picked up. This one's a more recent one, 2013, starring Rutger Hauer, RPG, real playing game. And it's like these people that get connected into a virtual game, and they have to survive. Looks interesting, and again, it stars Rutger Hauer, so. Yeah, that's the reason I picked that one up. Picked up this one. It's a miniseries starring Patrick Stewart playing Captain Ahab in Moby Dick. I like the story of Moby Dick, and Patrick Stewart is really cool. It's not my favorite version of A Christmas Carol, but I do have a Christmas Carol version with Patrick Stewart, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, I picked it up because of that. Another blind buy, A Good Woman, starring Helen Hunt, Scarlett Johansson, and Tom Wilkinson. Haven't seen this one, but I liked Scarlett Johansson and Helen Hunt, so seeing them together in a movie looked promising. So I picked up that. What's the other blind buy I had? This one. I haven't seen this one. But it's made by the Coen brothers, Miller's Crossing. I have quite a few of the Coen brothers' movies. That sounded weird. But I didn't have this one, and this looks to be like it was part of a box set, because the Coen Brothers release, like really really high end movies. It's not like that one I just showed, the one with Eric Estrada, where it's probably made for TV and or direct to video, and it's just a cheap release with a little thin case. This is a studio movie, but again, I'm guessing it was released as a box set. That's why it comes with the thin packaging. But I didn't have this one. I haven't watched it, so I decided to pick it up. The last blind buy, I think, is this one. It looked interesting. Also, decided to buy it. The Judas Project. It's based on what the back says. It's basically Jesus Christ in modern times. Like, the Messiah comes in modern times instead of coming in like ancient times. He comes in modern times, and how that would play out. If it happened to, if a guy came here in modern times saying that he's a savior, how would that work? And the cover looked interesting because it's Jesus, but he's surrounded by helicopters. So I don't know. It's released by Good Times, so I know the video quality will probably not be that good. But yes, I decided why not? Let's give this one a chance. It might either be really good or really really cheesy, but either way, I'm into it. I like cheesy movies sometimes. Sometimes you just want to watch something really bad or something like that. These are movies that I have seen, but I didn't own. So picked up starring Randy Orton, 12 Rounds 2, Reloaded. The first 12 rounds starred John Cena. I have that one, and I picked up a DVD thing that has, I'm looking at it right now, it has 12 Rounds 3, Lockdown. So I didn't have the second one, and these WWE movies are not good. The Marine and 12 Rounds as action movies, they were okay. Both See No Evils were really good. The one that had Kane, those are good. And I was watching on TV. I visited my parents, and I was watching an action movie with Dolph Ziggler that looked interesting. Also had Catherine Isabel from the Ginger Snaps movies. So that one looked cool. So WWE movies are hit or miss, but I kind of I kind of like them. So but I needed 12 Rounds 2. Picked up Gulliver's Travels, the Jack Black movie, but this is the fun pack. So it has the movie and it has a second disc full of special features. I have come across the Gulliver's Travels with Jack Black a number of times, and I always skip it because I remember watching that movie and not really caring that much for it. Unfortunately, that one and I think it's Year One are not very good movies. But I saw this as this is a 2-disc set, and I was like, well, I'll buy a 2-disc set for the special features because I love special features. But the movie's not, honestly, it's not that good. But it's part of the collection now, so I'm really hoping I didn't make a mistake with this one. It's Knocked Up, but the extended and unrated version. I just can't find it. I have a copy of Knocked Up, but in my mind, I know I think it's the one that has a yellow cover, and that's just the unrated version. It has the theatrical and the unrated version, and this one is the extended version. So supposedly it has 50 minutes of exclusive, deleted, and extended scenes, and the copy that I have, if I remember correctly, doesn't, and it's another 2-disc set. So it comes with the 2 discs. So I do need to check and see if I didn't double buy the same version. I am almost sure that I own the green cover. That's just the unrated version, and this is the extended version. So I'm really hoping that's how it worked out, and I didn't massively mess up. Finally picked up Arlington Road, another movie that I have seen and come across numerous occasions, but for whatever reason, I don't own. I don't own it, and it's weird because it's a really good movie. Stars Jeff Bridges, Tim Robbins. I think it's one of those situations where I thought I had it, but when I organized the collection, I realized I didn't have it. So yeah, I decided to pick it up because yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie, but I'm legitimately surprised I didn't have it. Picked up Father of the Bride, the 50th anniversary special edition. I'm not a big fan of Steve Martin. There's just I don't know, something about him doesn't click well with me. I don't like his comedy. I don't like his acting, and other than Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with John Candy, I just don't like that many of his movies. I don't know why. I know a lot of people that really like him. I personally don't find him that funny, so I don't own any other than Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I don't like Steve Martin movies. I don't know why. They don't seem that funny to me. And I know I have a messed up sense of humor because what other people think are garbage, I find funny. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I'm not a big fan. And those Pink Panther movies that he did, I really don't like those. I don't own those, and I refuse to own those because those two movies I have seen only once, and they were awful, and I do not care for those movies at all. If someone gifts me those movies, then they'll be part of the collection, but I have not bought those movies because I genuinely don't like those two Pink Panther movies that he did. But this one is a collector's edition, has special features. And you know, me being a dad, this kind of will probably hit differently when my daughter gets married. So that's why I finally decided to buy it. And it's the 15th anniversary, so it has more special features than the copy that I've always come across. So yeah, but not a big fan of Steve Martin. I'm sorry to Steve Martin fans, but I don't much care for that. So yeah, that was this video. When I remember, and I actually have seen a movie to talk about and recommend. I'm actually gonna go with two. I'm gonna go with Arlington Road. It's a good thriller. It's a very good thriller, and the ending's really like I got you. But let's say that the good guy doesn't win in this one. Spoiler. And Knocked Up. This is really funny. I really liked it, and I'm really hoping that I didn't majorly mess up and I bought the same version twice. But I am almost sure I have the green version, and this is the red version. So yeah. Okay. Let me organize everything up again and make space for the next batch of movies. But thanks so much for watching, and until the next video, please like, comment. That always helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new to the channel and you discovered it by random and you like what you see, please subscribe. But I'll see you in the next video.